So it's 6:30 a.m. on a Friday morning. My friends all flaked on me, so it looks like I'm soloing the Mountaineers route up Mount Whitney. I'll probably head up tomorrow, but today I'm gonna hike up to, well, I don't know, Iceberg Lake maybe.
What I really like about the beginning of this trail is the namesake Whitney Portal. It got its name because the canyon makes a type of portal, and Whitney peeks out along with the needles. There's Whitney right there peeking out the side. There's Keeler Needle, and there's Day Needle. Just in case you didn't already know, Mount Whitney is the highest mountain in the United States outside of Alaska. It's 14,496 feet above sea level.
Okay, I'm at the North Fork of Lone Pine Creek. This is the fork in the trail where I head up the North Fork drainage. You can immediately tell the difference between this path and the regular maintained Whitney Trail.
This climber's path is not maintained. Starts in forest and quickly finds itself in a ravine that requires a good deal of route finding. Continuing my way up this ravine required more stream crossings, plenty of route finding, and a good dose of bushwhacking. Toward the top of the ravine, the brush becomes so thick, you're forced onto the infamous Ebersbacher ledges. This requires scrambling up steep rock and walking on narrow ledges with big drops right next to you. There's been some fatalities here, as well as a good number of accidents. But it seems to be the only way past the thick brush. So reluctantly, I took the route with a full pack. Eventually, I was deposited at the top of the ravine, past the brush, on a good solid trail in comfort.
Getting much closer. Well, I'm about a third the way there.
The green grassy meadows and the white granite cliffs that surround Lower Boy Scout Lake make a very inviting stop for lunch and a rest. In my case, I took a small nap.
Enormous blocks of granite that just come crumbling off of the north face of Thor Peak, creating this just huge boulder wasteland. But it's part of the path and just part of the fun. Oh. Well, I'm above 12,000 feet now, and I can feel a little bit. My heart is pounding pretty good. But what drives me forward is those needles peeking up above the trail. East face of Whitney over there, still partially hidden. Can't beat it. Home again. scramble section just before you get to Iceberg Lake. Oh, I'm tired and I'm feeling a little queasy. Let's go after it. I think I'll put the camera down until I finish this section. Not quite to the lake yet, but getting there. I had hoped to camp a little lower, but there wasn't enough water, so I'm not going to be feeling too good in a little while. So I just got to make it to the lake and drink lots of fluid and take a nap. I suppose when I wake up later on this evening around dinner, maybe I'll be feeling better. Well, this is it. This is my shelter. Ain't much. But if those clouds manage to bring any storms, I think I'll be ready. Now, why do you suppose they call that Iceberg Lake?
I didn't have much company with me up there underneath the 2,000-foot east face of Mount Whitney, but I did have a good view of my route, took some photos of myself, and eventually settled down, went to sleep for the night. But I woke up to a little bit of a surprise, a chilly surprise.
There's a new layer of ice on the lake this morning. I was kind of wondering why my toes were a little bit cold.
Despite the isolation and chill, the sun eventually started hitting the tops of these high 14,000-foot peaks. And the highest peak in the lower 48 never looked better.
Well, I'm just getting started on the lower snowfield of the Mountaineers route. That was camped down below, right there. The distance, that's Lone Pine Peak. This is the classic North Ridge climb. I plan on doing that one day. Okay. Whitney looks a little different from here, don't it? So let's do it. Let the balancing act begin. Yes. Awkward. Probably would have been nice to have an ice axe on this. Oh. Well, I made it up to the notch, and I can see over the eastern crest toward the Great Western Divide. Pretty nice. Mount Russell's awesome from here. You can see the very distinctive route called the Fish Hookerette. Now, which one do you suppose that is? Here's my dilemma. My route crosses that steep snow over there, as you can see, and I don't have crampons. And then I guess I get over on that ridge and then walk up to the top from there. But if I was to take a slip, I'm liable to land on those rocks right there. Even this crossing isn't very good, because the rock is iced up. It's so hard, and I didn't bring crampons, I could take a slip, tumble over those rocks, and then right there at the bottom of that shade, there's a big drop-off right there. I'd go flying, and I don't want to do that, because that would deposit me probably another 800 feet lower. Oh boy. Have to think this one out. I have to be real careful around here. Oh, the atmosphere! The atmosphere's thin. Oh, the atmosphere. Oh, the atmosphere.
Look where my horsing around has gotten me. Yep. Not on this ridge with the big drop. Still class 3 and it's very big and blocky, so I don't feel so bad. Whew. This way. I'm almost there. Oh boy, am I glad to be past that stuff. Oh my gosh, looky. You know, you're home free. Top's just right over there. Where? Right over there. See you in a second. You know, at the time I didn't want to admit it to myself, but as I approached that summit and saw those other people who had come up from the trail, I'd never been happier to see my fellow human beings congregating in such a nice little spot. But I played it off, walked over to the edge, acted like it was all casual. Well, whew, but what a view. Ah! Why don't you guys grant me an interview?
What's happening?
Hey, first time?
Oh yeah.
Is it cool?
Last.
As good as you thought?
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Better than I thought.
How tough was the hike up?
It was okay.
Moderate.
Yeah.
Very
The
fun.
view up here, huh?
Amazing.
Cool.
Hey.
You just got here.
Yeah, I just got here.
Great, huh?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Not too tough, eh?
No, it's not too tough. I could use some oxygen right now.
Yep. Oh, Smithsonian hut. Built in 1909. Right below it, Summit Registered. Sign in here. How do you keep this thing open?
I'm hiking to Canada.
She's on the Pacific Crest Trail, and this is just a little stopover on it.
Just a side loop.
A side loop. So how long you been on the trail?
2 months.
2
Well,
months.
a couple days short.
A couple days shy of 2 months. How long do you think it's going to take you to do the full thing?
Probably till the first part of October.
First part of October. So that'd be what, about 6 months? 5?
Well, it started at end of April.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, about
Okay.
5.
About 5?
Yeah.
So have you noticed that she looks like she just walked out of the shower? You big-time TV viewers. And she says that she aims for that, and let me tell you, unbelievable.
The goal is to be a clean hiker.
A clean hiker.
What was that me on that? What was that?
What's your name, man?
They call me Kinch.
What are you doing, Kim?
Well, started down in Mexico, and if Canada'll have me, I should be there in 3.5, 4 months. If not, I'll probably fall off a cliff somewhere. But hey,
I am just having the best time going down the trail. I'm telling you, there's so many people. And after being a little bit lonely for a couple days, works for me.
We are thinking, are we sick now? We don't know. Are we crazy?
I think we're sick.
You're just probably regularly sick, but...
That's right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Oh my gosh,
but we
you're
like
crazy.
ourselves that way.
You two are crazy. Okay.
Just playing
Well,
hard.
cool. I think you're gonna make it.
Thank you. I think so.
You guys got what it takes.
Thanks.
You got the sickness, you got the lack of sleep, and the looks.
And the look increased
And then look.
capacity. Just
Yeah.
the right hair products we're gonna make.